This is John Kelly. I had an online question come in I wanted to answer. This question comes in from Ruben, and Ruben asked me, how much does it cost to hire an attorney, and what are your fees? A lot of YouTube questions have been kind of related to costs and fees and how much it costs to get an attorney working on their case, so I think it's one that I wanted to go over. Personal injury attorneys work on contingency fee primarily. So what that means is that you're not going to hire an attorney for hourly rates. You may see an hourly rate in their retention agreement, in their fee agreement, but you're not going to pay an attorney by the hour. They're not going to bill you and send you a bill, tell you to pay it at the end of the month. You've got them locked into a contingency fee, which is contingent on them winning the case, is when their fee gets paid. So the great news about contingency fees is you can go out and hire whoever you want. You can do your research, make sure you get a great lawyer who understands your case and has a great plan for it, because you're not going to pay them anything to get started. And that lawyer may work for you for the full extent of your case all the way through trial before they take any kind of payment from you or fee. So you can understand that that's a bit of a risk by a lawyer to take on a case, but most lawyers know what cases they want to take on. So as a plaintiff, if you have a case, it's a good idea to do your research and hire the best lawyer, the best law firm that you think has that experience, that has that touch to be able to take your case and get you a great result, because the fee comes out of the result. And it's a percentage, and almost all attorneys are going to be in the plaintiff's range around a third of the settlement, 33.333%, right? So if you're settling your case for $100,000, your attorney's fees are $33,000 and change. So, when potential clients sometimes call in, they're wondering, what are your rates? I don't typically do much negotiation. I tell them that my rate's a third. If we do go to trial or if we go to litigation, it goes up to 40%. So there's a step up for the amount of work done. And that's what most attorneys are at. There are some discount lawyers that will tell you, okay, I'll take your case at 29%. And that might be a good deal for you in certain cases, but keep in mind that if you're settling your case for hundreds of thousands of dollars, you want to make sure that you get the attorney that's going to get the most money for your case. And there's a big difference in how much money you can settle a claim for, so that might be a more, heavily weighted factor. It's like, let's just get the best attorney since they're all around a third. Now, if it's a smaller case, maybe you start saying, hey, maybe I can get this attorney for 30% instead of a third. And that might make a difference if you're only settling it for $10,000 or $20,000. But when we're talking about trying to get millions of dollars for a case, or we're talking about hundreds of thousands, you really would just want to find that lawyer that is a good fit for you, that's going to go and be aggressive and settle the claim for more money. And then the fee is kind of the standard third. So that's what the rates are for lawyers. There's also costs that sometimes are associated with a case. The way I look at costs, it's expert cost, is kind of a loan to the client to be able to have the right things in place for them to later settle their claim. So if it's an accident reconstruction that we need done, I front that cost. So I pay for that expert, and they go and do their work, and then they get paid out of the settlement on top of the attorney fee. And that's how almost all personal injury attorneys work. If you have additional questions about how fees work and what the fees are typically, please drop them in the comments. If you do have a catastrophic case, you want to go over the details and talk about fees, give me a call. I'm happy to go over it with you.